station is here, National Geographic October version. Ba 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 ba. The future is here. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 bum. By air. How green? How soon? Alright, so let's get started on by air. Now, what is this by air about? Now, we might have talked about by land in the last episode. Turns out that by air is the same thing, except the analogy is that you transfer it all the way to air. Ooh, fly up, fly up. But the water has to be hot first. So I'm gonna have to warm this up. But in other words, it's as good as new. But as we knew for a long time that many people have been solving these problems for a long time. Now, hot air balloons use hot air as their way to float up in the air. And others use this quick science lesson with this little science lesson they learned. Now, imagine that the top is still curved, but the bottom is very flat. And then it's cut in half, and the bottom is just flat. So this is how it happens. When air goes over this side, the air goes under this side. The air that goes under is more stronger than the one that goes over. And also they meet, and also so that creates an upward force, but a lower down force. There is some down force, but it will create a larger upper force, and that upper force is called lift. And to create lift, we need very strong energy, and for airplanes, we use wind turbines. And we use turbines that create wind, so that there will be lift for the wings. But for an electrical power and car battery would be useless. It would be weak for an airplane, because airplanes need a lot of fuel. And then people started to think, hey, after doing a lot of thinking and trying to create mini drone helicopters and taxi, they're like, okay, maybe the taxi might be able to use the car batteries, but what about these massive planes? Can't we just use the same fuel that they use on the space stations? And it turns out with the fuel that the frozen liquid hydrogen has to be less than 427 degrees Fahrenheit to stay liquid. And also it's going to need a larger tank space, larger volume than what the original fuel is used for. But in this case, it's gonna be a lot more fuel, basically. And so people have to find out a new source of energy, maybe. And no one can go over from New York get on a Boeing 747, get from New York to London without stopping somewhere just for refueling. Turns out you can't. Until 2019, when a Boeing 747 was able to an electrical Boeing 747 was able to cross the Atlantic from Florida to Orlando, Florida to London, England. Britain. Yeah, turns out it's like that. A lot of people have been trying to create flying cars, and now that they're actually doing it and actually successfully tested, now they're trying to improve it. And when those people AirCape were asking the customers about what they want most on the new improved air taxis or air flying cars, they're like, we want better Wi-Fi. And he was like, am I really? Are you kidding me? And he says, mimicking a smack to his head, mimicking a smack to his head. And he was like, put the dang phone away and look out the window. You're in the air. Who likes the air? Who likes heights? Actually, I don't, but, well, anyway, it's not the point. The point is that maybe all of this would have been pretty good, excited about that Wi-Fi part, the better Wi-Fi part, but we're still developing technology. Cars may be able to fly right now, but they've been able to successfully test small flying cars, but we're starting to create big Boeing 747 flying machines now. So then, how we do it? Well, maybe you will help create it. Maybe you can help do everything we can do to create this world into a better shaped world. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did enjoy this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next episode. See ya! But if you learned something new, like lift, tell me in the comments below. 9 out, and peace.